Shalom. First, I'm going to give all praise and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Kakwadash. And it's going to be a quick reading of Amos 9, verse 11. I'm just going to go wherever the Spirit takes me. But it's going to be a brief breakdown. This is Amos 9 and 11. In that day will I raise up the tabernacle of David that is fallen, and close up the breaches thereof. And I will raise up his ruins, and I will build it as in the days of old. So yes, the tabernacle of David is being built right before our very eyes, man. You see the men of the Lord on the highways and the byways. That tabernacle is being built. The house of David is being rebuilt like in the days of old. It's not an actual building like some people would like to believe. This is a spiritual building that's being built, a spiritual tabernacle, man. Let's get it in the NLT, Amos 9:11. In that day I will restore the fallen house of David. I will repair its damaged walls. From the ruins I will rebuild it and restore it its former glory. Yeah, because all that's going to happen here very, very soon. And this is going to take place, right, like they say in 4K, man. The tabernacle of the house of David is going to be fully restored once the elect are beamed up, man. That's when you're going to know that the house of David is fully restored. Right now we're just hoping to be of that house and hoping to be, we're prisoners of hope, hoping to be one of the elect to get beamed up into Yahweh Shai's, chariot, man. But it's going to be crystal clear in that day. And once those chariots come back and crack those skies and the elect get beamed up. And then you got the 144,000 men who are going to consist of the house of David, man. Or I should say his mighty men. But he's going to have 144,000 mighty men this time. With the Most High Yahweh leading the top, Yahweh Shah, and then David, man. So hey, it won't be no Netanyahu or no motherfucking Trump, man, ruling over us so-called Negro, Latinos, and Native Americans, man. We're going to have our own, somebody from our own tribe, ruling over us. I know you so-called Negro, Latinos, and Native Americans, the 2/3, don't want that to happen, but you don't have a say-so in the matter. Because it was up to you, Esau, Edom would be over us forever. And then Esau pass it down to Moab. Then Moab, the so-called Chinese, would be over us forever. And they'll just keep playing it, running back and forth, back and forth. But that's not the case though, man. Verse 12, that they may possess the remnant of Edom and all of the heathen, which are called by my name, says Yahweh, that does this. So we're going to possess Edom, the land of Edom, and we're going to confiscate it, man. Because Edom is not, the Edomites won't need a land after 1,000 years of servitude is finished. You know, they're going to get barbecued, man. They're going to get sent out of here. They'll be no longer on the earth. So we're going to take their land from them, man. And we're going to divvy it up amongst Israel, bro. It's just that simple. Verse 13, behold, the days come, says Yahweh, that the plowman shall overtake the reaper, and the treader of grapes him that soweth seed, and the mountain shall drop sweet wine, and all the hills shall melt. So yeah, the days are coming that the plowman is going to overtake the reaper. Yeah, because Jake is being the plowman, and the reaper being Esau, Edom, the so-called white man. You know, we're getting ready to overtake him, man. You know, it's about to be a flip. You know, he's going to have to get out there on that plow. You know, he's going to have to, work those fields. You know, they like to leave in the comment section, they should have picked their own cotton. Well, guess what? You're going to get to experience that. You're going to get that chance, Esau, Edom, so-called white man. You know? Verse 14, and I will bring again the captivity of my people of Israel, and they shall build the waste cities and inhabit them, and they shall plant vineyards and drink the wine thereof. They shall also make gardens and eat the fruit of them. Yeah, it's going to be beautiful in the kingdom of heaven, man. Let's get in the LLT. It says, I will bring my exiled people of Israel back from distant lands, and they will rebuild their ruined cities and live in them again. They will plant vineyards and gardens. They will eat their crops and drink their wine, because the land of Israel is going to return back to the true Israelites. Once Israel is, leveled, after this World War III, you heathens are going to rebuild our land, because we're going to need palaces, mansions, and streets of gold. And you're going to lay them bricks. You're going to build these houses. You're going to build these temples. That's what your heathen ass is going to do, man. You're going to be gainfully employed by the nation of Israel. All you fucking dirty ass heathens that look down on Jake. It's going to flip. Verse 15, and I will plant them upon their land, and they shall make no more to be pulled up out of their land, which I have given them, says the Most High, Yahweh thy power. So no one's going to pull us out of that land again. There'll be no more Romans that chase us out of Jerusalem ever again. We're going to enjoy it, and we're going to dwell there forever and ever, man. That's going to be our land. There's going to be nobody to come against us. Or Yahweh Bashim Yahushua is going to be with us, man. And no one shall make us afraid, like the scriptures say. We won't be afraid of anybody. No wars is going to run us out of that land. No famine. no death, no nothing for us, man. Us so-called Negro Latinos and Native Americans got a kingdom coming. It's gonna be here on earth, and we're gonna enjoy it. And everybody else outside of the nation of Israel is going to suffer, man, for that 1,000 years. It's gonna be hardcore brutality, man. Slavery, bat whipping, ass kicking, and neck shattering, man. Pure judgment, getting the law, drilling the law in you heathens, man. You know, and you're gonna rebuild this earth, man. There's gonna be a lot of ruins, but your ass is gonna get busy in Israel, getting that together ASAP. You know. But I pray this video was edifying to the Sensiakim, man. The elect. Hey, hang on, Shalom, man. Before I get out of here, give all praise and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shah, Bahashem, Rakawadash. Shalom.